well, tune into Power Breakfast on CNBC-TV18. Well, we spoke about the equity markets and macros as well. It's time to know all about the commodities. Manisha Gupta is joining us as always to tell us more about that. Hey, Manisha, good morning.
Hey, morning. Thank you for that. Well, we're looking at a lot of data coming out in this week. Today, you have the U.S. consumer confidence numbers coming in, and then the China PMI comes in on Thursday. So investors really seem to be shying away from the big bets ahead of the U.S. and China key economic data. On Friday, you also have the U.S. non-farm payroll data. So ahead of that, there is a bit of a profit-taking that we've seen in dollar index. But even despite that, there's not so much of strength that the crude prices have been able to exhibit. Remember, last 2 weeks, we've seen the crude prices trade in the negative, and this week doesn't look so different, because we seem to be having difficulty holding around that $80 a barrel mark for the WTI crude prices. The only thing that seems to be supporting markets really is the tropical storm Idalia, which is seen potentially disrupting the U.S. supplies. It is expected to strengthen by Wednesday, make a landfall on Thursday around Gulf of Mexico. That is where 1/6 of crude in U.S. is produced. So ahead of that, there is some longs that seem to be getting created in case of crude prices.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for getting us all those updates, Manisha. So that's what's happening in the commodity markets. Let's move on now and talk about some global